Hi, welcome to my channel. This YouTube video is just gonna be like some stories, cool, funny, fun stuff. Currently, it is raining a lot outside. Yesterday we had a tornado hit. That never happens in the Poconos, and actually one of my columns of my house, is gone. It's very exciting, I think. And we didn't have power for a little bit, and but I slept so well last night, and it was incredible. I didn't sleep for a long time. It was just like, I don't know, I felt a lot more comfortable, that the whole town was dark, and I don't know, and I stepped outside and I was like, wow, this is nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna get into the video. As an icebreaker, if you're ever in a new group of people or new organization, club, whatever, new thing you're doing, we always start with icebreakers and stuff like this, and you usually have to say a fun fact with your name. What I usually say is that I broke my left arm twice in 2 consecutive years, which is, I think that's a fun fact. So what happened was, the first time I broke my arm, I was in 4th grade. Okay, we had this thing called Jump for Joy. It was this thing where we raised money for heart problems, heart disease. This was a regular thing we did. We go around stations and do whatever, And I'm pretty naive and overconfident in myself. 4th grade. It's one station where you go on a mat, like a bunch of mats. There's a bunch of mats. You go on, you jump off the mat, and then you tumble over. You roll over. Okay? And, I was like, you know what? I'm better than all the people around here, and I'm gonna do a flip in the air because I'm the shit. So I get on this mat, I'm ready, and, I attempt it, and I land, right on my arm like that, and it was terrible. But I did not cry, and I think that's very impressive. And literally, my student teacher, I hated her. But she was like, it's not that bad. It's fine. You're fine. I was like, can I go to the nurse? I can't move it. You know what I mean? She's like, it's fine. You're fine. I'm like, okay. And then I come back with the freaking cast on, this one time, so you know how we had clips and stuff like that to you're on the green and then you're on the orange and red. I don't know if you guys had that, but I finished my work in math and I was like, you know what, I really need to go to the bathroom any other person on this fucking planet. Okay, so I'm done with my work, she's not teaching, and I go up to her and I'm like, oh, may I use the restroom? She was like, no, move your clip. And I was like, what? Wait, why would I move my clip? And then my teacher, who was responsible for her, was like, why are you making her move her clip? And she was like, because she asked to go to the bathroom. And I was like, what? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, but that was the first time I broke my arm. The second time I broke my arm, it was in 5th grade. Okay, so I'm sleeping. I'm on my bed right over there. I have kind of a high bed. It's let me just measure it. So it's up to here. So it's a little way down, a couple feet down. Okay, so I'm sleeping there, whatever, and I'm on the edge. I guess I had a tendency to do that when I was younger. And I wake up and I just roll off my bed and I hit the ledge coming down. That was the thing, not just because I'm sure I would have been fine if I didn't hit the ledge, but I did. Okay, so I'm literally just rolling around right on the floor, just oh my god, I'm like, this is bad. Okay, but I'm super tired. I just decide to go back to bed. Okay, so I'm just holding my arm and I'm just trying to sleep. That was my goal, but I realized that wasn't gonna work. So I went to my mom and I was like, yo, this isn't working out. And it's swelling up. And yeah, that's really the end of the story. In the beginning, I didn't really understand that was embarrassing. I broke my arm falling off my bed. But I would say that to people and they would be like, what? And they would all start laughing at me, and I was like, that's a normal thing. So that was the story, that I broke my arm twice. One time jumping for joy, and the second time falling off my bed. Left arm. My left wrist is actually very fine, and my right one is the one that hurts every couple months. It just starts hurting. I definitely have some mixed problems here in my right wrist, compared to my left arm, which was broken. Okay, I'm gonna move on to another part of myself that I cherish a lot, almost as much as my hands, but a little less. My hair. I'm gonna start out with a little story and then I'm gonna give a big story. So when I was in 6th grade, you know, I did not know what to do with my hair. I have very curly hair, as you see from my other videos, I think, and it goes everywhere. It's very hard to take care of. Like, it takes a while to develop something that works for you if you have curly hair. So at the time, like, I really did not know what to do with it, and I didn't like that I didn't know what to do with it because it would go everywhere, and I didn't like it, and it was always inconvenient getting into knots and just like a mess. It was a mess. I decided to do that. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna curl my hair because I don't want to get rid of my curls, but I want it to be neat. Okay, well, I don't know how to curl my hair. Do I even have a curling iron? The answer is no. I don't have a curling iron. You know what? We're gonna compromise. I'm an innovator, you know, I'm gonna be a future engineer. Okay, so, you know, I take like a brush. I don't think I have any brushes like this anymore. My parents learned their lesson. So it's like this round brush. Like, you know, this is gonna make it look good. Okay, so I take the brush and I roll it up. Okay, and I'm like, okay, and then I hold it a little bit, you know, like I see like how you use a curling iron. You know, I'm holding it there and I try to pull it down. It's not gonna pull fucking down, bro, because like it's all knotted in this brush. So for like hours, like I call my mom and I call my dad and like my whole family's in the freaking bathroom, like trying to unknot my hair. I was like thinking to myself, I was like, this is the moment that I'm gonna look back at, the turning point of my life where, you know, I became miserable. The whole rest of my year, like this side was like ruined. Like this side, like it was cut weird. Like it was always like, you know, not with the rest of my hair, and yeah, that's my story. It was embarrassing. Story number 2 of my hair. So this was 2 years ago. So I was in Seattle for New Year's. New Year's was like a big deal for us. We get together with all of our friends and all of our family. We either go on like the West Coast or we stay on the East Coast because we have people that we celebrated with on the West Coast. We're out of this like party gathering, and I'm sitting there. There's really nothing. Like, I'm just relaxing. Like, I'm watching the people. I'm sitting with my brothers and my friends and relatives and whatever. Like, I'm hanging out. There's a lot of candles in this house, okay? It's kind of like a hippie vibe in the house that I was in. So I'm sitting there and I feel like warmth at the back of my hair, like, you know, whatever, you know, because it's like hot in the house and a bunch of candles. And, you know, suddenly I hear like this loud noise, okay? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? You know? And my brother, my oldest brother, he jumps up and he's like, Nina, your hair's on fire! Like, one of our friends, he like gets me in the head and takes out the fire, okay? And I was like, oh, my hair's on fire! Like, right after that. So, like, right when the fire ended in my hair, that's when, like, I registered that was my hair on fire. And literally, like, it was all black. Like, oh, you should have seen it. It was bad. It was bad. Like, the rest of that trip, like, I wore my hair in a bun. And, yeah, I was very scared of the damage. And everyone, like, the whole time, like, people will still tease me about it. And I still get uncomfortable around fire because of that experience. It really did traumatize me to a certain extent. That's basically the end of my video. You should like, subscribe, you know, comment. So, I'm gonna, yeah, peace out. Come on, people. Okay, get me a plate. Oh my god, it's a turtle!